Hi Virgo, I hope you are all well whenever this message may find you. Wasn't going to release any readings until June, but really feel called to do them. So just please excuse my continued issue with speech. It's going to be about another month or two before my speech is back to normal. We are making progress on the dental front, though, so that's a good thing, because this has been 6 months of hell. Okay, alright, but you didn't come here to hear about me. Alright, my friends, I've drawn your cards. I got past, present, and future energies, drew them from the Dreamkeeper's tarot. And for clarifiers, I drew from the what's it called? The Mystical Moments Tarot. And then the oracle cards that I pulled for you is an unnamed oracle by an unnamed creator. I ordered them on Etsy, and I ordered them, knowing that it didn't come with a book. They're just oracle cards. They're really nice oracle cards, too. Just with some keywords on them. Don't really need a book. You intuitively pick up what you need to pick up. But it would be nice if I knew what the oracle deck was called, or I guess actually it'd be just nicer to know who it was created by, because this is the box that it was sent in. So there's no name to the oracle, there's no name to who created the oracle. So your oracle cards, anyway, long story short, have been drawn from what I now refer to as the Mystery Oracle. From the famous Anam. Alright, so in your recent past energy, Virgo, we've got the Four of Pentacles. Let's see if I can get this so you can see. Four of Pentacles followed by Justice in the reverse. Upcoming energy, present energy, we've got the Five Swords. Upcoming energy, we've got the Eight of Cups. Sorry about the glare. I don't really know what to do about that tonight. Anyway. So you've been holding on to something pretty tightly here, Virgo. This could be a litany of things, right? Often the Four of Pentacles talks about cherishing the material, sometimes too much. Holding on to things a bit too tightly can speak of a slight hoarder-ish mindset. notice how in this particular depiction of the Four of Pentacles, how one side of the scale literally is rooted. Giving the impression that no matter what is given, it's not going to, no matter how much is given, or no matter how much is taken, it's not going to destabilize. Because justice is or is soon to be yours in regards to whatever this situation is that's had you holding on to hopes now. It's almost like your joy was tied up in something, because there's a lot of concern here about, well, it's really a fear of transformation. So what is it, Virgo, that you're currently afraid of in terms of change? What is it in your life that you're having a hard time adapting to? Because there's a sense of someone really struggling to acclimate to a new environment, whether that environment be home, whether that environment be with a different person, a new set of people, a new job, whether you find yourself in a sudden different financial bracket. In current energy, with the Five of Swords, we definitely see this conflict. Something has you snared. Something has you caught up. You know, something has that scale really weighted in place. Now there's benefits to this, right? But it also feels like there's a lack of resolution in recent past energy, and it's really kind of bleeding into current energy. Still feeling like you're not quite out of the choppy waters yet. Spirit is reminding you, though, that your feet are on dry land. I just feel like you've been tossed about so much recently. It's almost like that feeling of, give me an example, Spirit. Like when you're riding a bike for a long period of time, or let's say you're on one of those like stationary bikes at the gym, and you're pedaling your ass off. When you get off that bike, your legs still almost feel like they're still doing the same thing. You know, like when you're in a boat, and that boat is doing its whole rockabye baby shit. When you set your feet on gables down, stable ground, you still feel slightly unstable because your body has to acclimate. This is what's happening with your emotions. Before we get into upcoming energy, I just want to say that the clarifiers that came out in past energy, we've got Queen of Wands and Knight of Swords. So, two court cards really depicting very different energies. Okay, Queen of Wands, it's fire energy. Knight of Swords is wind. Fire and wind can quickly get out of hand. So I do feel like you definitely need to ask yourself if being right is worth the cost. Whatever that may mean to you, if it resonates. The two clarifiers for current energy, clarifying the Five of Swords, we've got the Seven of Wands and the Two of Swords. Really showing me your strength and showing me your fortitude and being able to make difficult choices. Choices that, you'd kind of rather... There are moments in all our lives where, we would just kind of like to close our ears and eyes and let someone else make a difficult choice for us. Because, for instance, if it's a choice between, let's say you've got to be, brutally honest with two different people. I take that back. If I'm saying, like, if you have to be brutally honest with a friend, that it might end up really hurting that friend. It might end up changing the relationship. But what does it mean if you can't be honest? What does that truly say about the friendship? I'm sorry I'm distracted because it sounds like someone's at my house. Hold on one sec. Okay, sorry. Someone turning around. Alright. Upcoming energy, though, we have the Eight of Cups. So there is this need to release something. There is this need to let something go. To become unsnared. Leave the boats behind. Leave the sea behind. Work through, the sea legs. Because there is a feeling of you not being in complete control of your own autonomy. And when we're not in control of our own autonomy, it's normally because we have forgotten that we are the sole owners of us, right? Our autonomy is an incredibly sacred, sovereign thing. Heartbreak can often derail us in many ways and can make us lose sight of how much control we really have when we find ourselves stuck, when we find ourselves, snared, injured, hurting. It's very easy, excuse me, in these types of moments to forget that we are the balm that we need. We possess the answers that we need. That's what tarot is to me. I know tarot is different to many different tarot readers, and I'm not going to yuck anyone's yum. But to me, that's what tarot is. Tarot is about unlocking things within the mind, within the heart, within the solar plexus, within the heart chakra, unlocking things within our own intuition that we already know, answers that we already know. Often it's simply a matter of being too close to the situation or needing to view it from outside of the intensity of the situation. Needing to view it from a more neutral position. And we all carry around our own biases, right? And we all have in our heads an image of how we want things to play out. But very often in life, things don't pan out the way that we want them to or anticipate them panning out. But there is great importance in knowing when the time has come to let something go and just walk away from it, cut your losses, and recognize that by walking away from this, you are opening yourself up to a plethora of new experiences, new knowledge. You've learned these lessons, in a very concrete manner, so that you're not going to continue giving away your power. You're not going to continue being boundaryless. Your giving is not going to continue to be boundless. You're not a never-ending vending machine for anybody. But letting go and opening up that heart space is what's going to usher in the newness that you need and the newness that's going to make the change that you are going through or are going to be going through. It's going to make it something that you can handle much differently. It's going to make it something much more malleable that you can shape and mold into something that is more your style, is more the image of how you wanted things to be, what you wanted things to look like. At the bottom of one deck we have strength, and I think this is just a reminder from Spirit that, the key to everything that you need lies within you. You possess all the strength needed. And it's important not to forget that. Bottom of this deck, we have King of Cups in reverse. Now again, we are brought back to that ship theme. And as we see upright, this King of Cups, represented by a female, is holding a ship in her hand while allowing another ship to pass. And it's, the ship held in her hand that's drawing my attention, especially with it being in reverse. Because it brings me to this present energy, this feeling of conflict. The King of Cups upright is an energy that's pretty unshakable. It can be in the midst of some pretty treacherous, turbulent, emotional weather. Can be in some pretty harsh emotional landscapes, but can navigate them beautifully and remain calm and level-headed amid the chaos. Not quite so much when the energy is in reverse. But this is just an underscoring energy. This is your doubt. Understand that your doubt is not your reality. Your reality is within all of the strength that you possess. Your reality is what you have to face. This grief that you've been carrying around for too long. It's time now to let it go, so that you can more fully stand within your power, so that you gain your status back. And what I guess I mean by that is you gain yourself back, your sense of self, right? And at all times, just, keep in mind that you are the key. You are the key between where you're at now and where you want to be. And all of the steps that have to be taken to get you from point A to point B are within you. And you've learned all these lessons. You planted seeds in the past